Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I make my curried goat. So what I have got here, this is actually like the neck fillet of goat. You have your shoulder that connects here. I've took that off because I'm going to keep that for a slow braised roasting joint. So of course it's been split. I say this is more your neck fillet. Either way, the shoulder, if you wanted to use that, that's beautiful, or the leg, which normally dice on the bone for curries, but I like using this, the neck. Like lamb, it's a hard working muscle, but when you slow cook this will just fall off the bone. So this is going to be the first part of the recipe. I've got my pan on the heat, and all I'm going to do is lightly oil this, and then we're going to fry this off. Once it's gained some colour, we're going to put it in the slow cooker. Right, my pan is smoking hot, and you need this smoking hot because once you put your meat in, it draws a lot of the heat out, and especially a big bit of meat like this shoulder or neck fillet. So I've just put some oil in my pan, and this is going to have a lot of smoke and searing noise, but all I'm doing is just browning this on each side to gain some colour, and then take it out and I'll pop it on a plate. But this just gets the cooking process underway. It just gets that heat starting to get through the meat. Normally I would add a little bit of butter and some herbs to this. I mean, by all means you can if you want, but with this curried goat, it is going to pack a lot of flavour during the braising process and also in the sauce itself. But we'll go through that later on and what I'm going to use. So I say for now, at this stage, just trying to gain some colour to this neck fillet. We'll turn it back over again, but I'm just sealing it now. So I'm going to continue to do this for a couple of minutes. Now I'll move on to the second one. Right, so my goat has taken on a nice bit of colour now. That's all seared up. So the flavours I'm going to be running through the braising process is some chilli flakes, rosemary and thyme, just half an onion, just cut into wedges with the skin on, 5 cloves of garlic crushed with the skin on. So into my big slow cooker pot, I'm going to chuck in the garlic, the onions, the herbs and the chilli flakes. So that gives it a nice bed for the meat to sit on, just so it's not directly sitting on the heat source. I'm going to lay the meat in like that, and then what I'm going to do is heat a big pan of stock up now. I did make a goat stock out of some of the bones I had left off for when I butchered this up. So I'm going to get that heated up, I'm going to get this covered, lid on, and this is going to sit at about 4 or 5 hours on low or 7 to 8 hours on high. And then what I'll do, I'll show you my sauce and I'll tell you what I've put inside it. Right, so this is my homemade sauce for my curried goat. Now the best thing when you make your own sauces or curries or anything, you can alter the spicing or the ingredients or take stuff out and replace it with different things. So what I've got in mine, there's a lot of ingredients, so bear with me, but if you would like the full list of ingredients for this sauce, let me know and I'll pop it in the description. So for mine, I have got some pineapple, some ginger, some concassed tomatoes, which is just tomatoes blanched, peeled and de-seeded, ginger, onions, some sage, 1 bird's eye chilli, a little bit of water, salt and pepper, and there is some other stuff in here. Like I said, I can't remember, it's quite a bit. I'd say some pineapple. Apologise if I've repeated the ingredients. But like I said, you can make these as spicy as you like. I've added 1 bird's eye chilli, and for me, that's enough. If you want to add more, add more. If you don't want to add a bird's eye, by all means add a normal chilli or no chilies. But with curried goat, you do have that heat with it. But like I said, this for me, that's a really nice heat to it. And obviously coriander, sorry's gone in here as well. But like I said, if you would like the actual full breakdown of my sauce, let me know, because it's simple. Everything just goes in the food processor, let it go, and that's it. So I am going to let this settle in the fridge now, because I've just made this up, and the goat is underway. So soon, once the goat is finished cooking, we're going to take it out and we're going to shred the meat. Right then, the goat is all cooked down, and I've took it off the bone. It took about 4 hours, mine did, it was on high. I haven't shredded it too much. I kept it quite chunky, but it's a really tender meat once it's cooked down. So what I've got is my sauce just warming. I'm just going to put the goat meat in the sauce now. And we're just going to warm it through, because the goat meat is it cooled slightly just so I could handle it. Getting it off the bone, it didn't need much encouragement. But if you want it slightly more shredded, then by all means shred it up more. But I like it where you can actually see the meat in the curry. It's just started to get the heat in it now. So give it a good mix. And then just let that come up to temperature when you sort out your rice. Well, the curry is all cooked now. It looks and smells amazing. I say I've just done mine with some rice, but if you wanted to serve yours with rice and peas, that's what they normally do. You can go for it. But I'm not a massive fan, so I've just got bog standard rice. And it's like with the actual goat meat itself. Like I said earlier, normally it is obviously curried goat, diced, which is diced on the bone. With my shoulder, I don't normally cook it in the curry on the bone like this. I do it this way, like I've shown you today. Braising it, shredding the meat, adding the meat to the sauce. But if I've got a nice bit of leg meat, I will cut it up on the bone and I'll braise it in the actual sauce and then just take the bone out at the end. But either way, you've still got that beautiful flavour. So I hope you like this video, guys, on how I make my curried goat.